In today's video, I will be discussing another sample TOEFL question related with the topic of adjective clause connector. Some of the examples of adjective clause connector are the connectors such as who, which, whom, and that. So these are some of the examples of the common adjective clause connector that you will find in most of the English texts, or particularly in this context, most of the TOEFL questions. Before I proceed to the sample question, what I need you to understand about the adjective clause connector is this connector function to modify noun. So what you would expect about this connector, since they modify noun, the position usually after noun because it modifies it, and also what you expect as well, they are always followed by verb because they cannot stand independently. So let's get straight to the sample question to make my point clearer. The television blank, so long been a part of our culture, has an enormous influence. If you see this question, you can see we already has a subject, which is the television, and there is also a verb, which is has. Just like the typical question that I mentioned in the previous topics, whenever you have the subject and the verb in a sentence already, in a question, you need to avoid the option that has either a subject or a verb. If there is a subject or a verb, it needs a connector. So if you pay attention with all these options, we can see the option A is wrong. The reason simply because we already have a subject. So this one double subject. Option B has the same reason why it's not a correct choice, because there is a subject it's, which make a double subject, and also verb has, which has two has here or two verbs. We are left with option C and D. Option C is which, option D which has. As I mentioned earlier, for the connector, especially adjective clause connector, they are always followed by a verb since they cannot stand alone. That's why the best choice here is D, since there is which has here and there is no verb in the sentence that follow which. That's why C also incorrect. The best choice is option D. And if you pay attention with the position, as I mentioned, the adjective clause connector modifies noun. That's why the position here, which has so long, is an adjective clause that describe or modifies the television, which is a noun. So that's pretty much it for today's video, and see you in the next video.